Welcome to the NLP UK Training podcast. I'm Callie Fraser.
And I'm Steve Kay.
Now, on our last episode, we were talking about how scrolling on our phones and kind of watching reel after reel after reel disconnects us from the people that we love. But that's not the only thing that it disconnects
And an
us
event,
from.
if you're looking at the event through your phone, you're not immersed in the concert with the rest of the crowd, are you? Or seeing what such and such a band guy's doing, the bass guitarist is doing, or you just got your phone on the vocalist.
Well, really interestingly, Carl, who's recording these podcasts for us, get my teeth back in, he mentioned something to us this morning. He asked us if either of us knew how much time we were actually spending on social media. I was like, what do you mean? How would you know? It's maybe a couple of hours a week. And then he showed us this little trick that you can open up your iPhone. I've got an iPhone. He opened up mine into the settings, and we looked at how much time I'd spent on my social media apps. And it absolutely shocked me. I spent 8 hours last week.
And we looked at mine and it wasn't on, was it?
Yeah, yours was switched off. So you get a free pass for this one, Steve. 8 hours of my time last week. And it kind of got us thinking. Lots of people say they haven't got time to do things, haven't got time to look for a new job, haven't got time to paint my house, haven't got time to clean out the garage, whatever it might be.
Haven't got time to do a painting.
Yeah.
If something you want to do.
We get people saying, we haven't got time to do an NLP course. We haven't got time for coaching. But if I spent 8 hours last week, and then I'll add that up, 8 hours every week over 52 weeks of the year. I'm not good at maths. I'm not even going to try to work that out. It's a lot. What else could I be doing in that time? What other skill could I be learning? How could I be improving my life just by putting the phone down and focusing on the things that I really want? Our devices steal so much of our time and energy. How much time do you think you're spending on your phone?
I tend to watch a bit of YouTube in the evenings. But what I'm watching on there is, say, something that might be instead of a program on the TV. When you're training and I'm not allowed to be part of it and I get bored, I might start scrolling, but I'm only kidding. So if you see me with my head down on screen, I'm like, oh, then I'm probably scrolling or doing my emails. No, I'm not. I don't know. I guess it's probably similar without realizing it. Just thinking about it. 8 hours could be writing more of a book. Could be doing some decorating. No, that doesn't count. Could be going for a walk.
Yeah.
An hour a day. Cool.
So I think it's just, again, it's being consciously aware of where we are disconnecting from life.
But it's a habit, isn't it?
Yeah.
And like you said earlier, it's a dopamine hit. You're looking at what's coming up next. Every one of those is a little dopamine hit.
So how can NLP help us with habits like that?
Well, it can't really, unless you apply it.
Absolutely.
So you've got to do new stuff. You've got to learn stuff. And then you've got to do it. There's no point it's like playing a musical instrument. There's no point in learning how to talk positively to yourself unless you start doing it. There's no point in asking yourself better questions unless you start asking yourself better questions. There's no point in learning to listen through coaching if you don't listen to what the person's saying who you're in a meeting with, unless you're fully present, unless you're paying attention to what they're saying and not what's going in your head.
And I think that's one of
it's
the
about
biggest,
doing it and applying it.
Yeah. I think one of the biggest things for me about NLP is being more consciously aware of these habits and behaviors that we are running on automatic pilot, just like scrolling on a phone. And that's not the only habits that we have. We do things without being consciously aware of it every single day.
We're a bunch of habits, aren't we?
Yeah.
We are. Literally everything that drives us is just a habit, a strategy. And it's about changing those, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, if
it's not about doing anything new necessarily, it's about stopping some of the old things.
if the strategy is working for you, that habit is getting you the results that you want, fantastic.
But if it's not, that's what we have to act.
Absolutely. So there's various different things that we do within our NLP practitioner course that can help you to readjust those strategies to get what you want, but you have to be consciously aware of what you're doing first. So thanks, Carl. Really appreciate it. I'm now very consciously aware of that number that I've been spending on my phone, and I will make an effort next week to get that number significantly lower than 8 hours in the week.
So let's go back to this habits thing. So we run on habits. So we get up in the morning, we have a routine, don't we? Which in NLP they call a strategy, but we have a routine, we have a habit, which we operate unconsciously, don't we?
Yeah.
And so we need to reprogram some of those habits and stop doing some of the things we do. Like you could waste 10 minutes in the morning just by scrolling on your phone before you get up and go in the shower, couldn't you? So 10 minutes in the morning, every day, 50 minutes a week, and that's just weekdays. That's nearly an hour. When we could be getting up earlier, having a shower, having a decent breakfast, possibly, having a look at news on our phones, or even spending a bit of time with people in the household before we rush out. Sounds good to me.
I heard a little trick from someone. I can't remember where I heard this from, but they said that instead of looking at your phone as soon as you wake up in the morning, make it into a new habit to look at some sunshine before you look at your phone. So open your curtains, open your back door, go out into the garden.
You'll have a job in Manchester doing that.
Absolutely, especially in the winter. But, you know, any time where we can get that sunshine rather than the dopamine hit from our phone, we're still going to get that dopamine hit.
Okay. And
just delaying picking up our phone can break the habit. So this is something called a pattern interrupt in NLP. Any way you can disrupt that habit. It is very much jargonized in NLP, isn't it? Yeah. But yeah, any way that you can kind of think, okay, rather than doing this, let's replace it with another behavior to make that into a new habit, like opening the curtains, getting some fresh air, whatever it might be. It will change your focus. So just a little tip for you to take away and give a try this week. So we'll see you back next time. So it's goodbye from me.
And it's goodbye from me.